What's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about the mess. All right, y'all. So, this is according to TMZ. Hmm. Exclusive Married to Medicine Quad Webb. I'm no longer dating Kirk King. So, Quad Webb is officially single again, TMZ has learned. The Married to Medicine star tells us she and longtime boyfriend Kirk King have ended their relationship after more than 2 years together. Kirk and I mutually decided to bring our relationship to a close in 2025, Quad tells us. While our time together encompassed many meaningful moments, that chapter of my life has now concluded. I wish him well. In 2026, I'm focused on moving forward with clarity and purpose. Thank you for your support. Quad began dating um, the ATL exotic and luxury cars owner around May 2023, later taking their relationship public on social media and during season 11 of the Bravo series, where King made his first his first on-camera appearance. Over the weekend, an Instagram user commented on a photo of the former couple. I don't think they're together anymore. King replied, I can confirm that I left that situation. King played a visible role in Quad's post divorce storyline following her split from Dr. Gregory Lansford. Girl, listen.
Dr. Gregory Cicero Lunsford, you don't get a chance to say a goddamn thing because you did me wrong and I built you up.
You know, people break up all the time. This ain't no earth shattering news. Those of us who have watched Married to Medicine, I think, it's not to sound like negative Nancy's, but I think some of us kind of knew that it was it was going to end. It was going to end soon. I think that the baby journey, the IVF, right? I think that probably, I don't know. The season is still playing out. I don't know if they're going to break up on the show or if it happened off camera. I don't know. But as what has appeared, what has happened on the show this season, um, if you've been paying attention, that IVF was really starting, I think, to um it wasn't working out the way that it was supposed to work out in King's head. King probably thought that he could just, shoot the club up, Quad would get pregnant, have a baby, and then it was what it was. But they were traveling back and forth to Ghana. They had a doctor in Ghana, then they had Dr. Jackie over here. So, it started to become a lot. So I'm sure that probably played a part in the breakup. The part that kind of stuck out to me the most in Quad's statement was that she called him Kirk. I said, whoa, Nelly. I never heard her call that man Kirk. I think the first time she introduced him to us, she called him Kirk, but she said we're gonna call him King. The girls want you to know I got a king on my. I got a king. Maybe he was a joker. I don't know. I will say this much. I am about to move the line a little bit. I am. I am. As soon as I saw that King was in the comment section, I kind of rolled my eyes like, ugh. King did not play that much of an important role on the show for him to feel the need to be in the comment section. Like, I get that people are saying, "Oh, I think that they're not together anymore," and honestly, I think even some of the cousins were in my comments saying that they heard that King and Quad were not together anymore. But I just felt, how can I say this? It just gets kind of like messy. Like, you're of course you're in the comments like everybody else. The person just basically said, what I read earlier, and then you have to reply. Like, I just don't feel like there was a need for him to reply. I could see if Quad was possibly out here dragging him then maybe. But even then, it's not like he played this important role on Married to Medicine. You were there for a season and a half, 2 seasons as the boyfriend. Child, is over and done. If the show come back, Quad probably have another. Well, Quad really don't bring men on the show like that. Do y'all think that the relationship, do y'all think the relationship with Quad and King was real? How do y'all think that she was just doing that to have something to get back at Dr. G and Sweet Tea?
Ride for me like I ride on you. Okay.
I think it was real. I do.
Don't do this to me. I don't want to hear this mess. I tried. This is not about a show. This is my life.
I think it was real. Quad is not the type of person who just brings men onto the show. I get that because of the situation with Dr. G, her ex-husband, and his new wife, Sweet Tea, how that could probably, change it up. Like, okay, well, girl, since y'all want to play, let me go get me a big dick Mandingo to come on the show and prance around, right? I get it. I do want to say this, though, because I saw somebody say this, and I think it's about to start a conversation. Y'all want Sweet Tea back on the show. No, you don't. Somebody said, why? Well, because she's married to a doctor. Let me tell y'all something. I don't give a damn if Sweet Tea was married to the motherfucker who built the hospital. Okay? Just that does not mean that that's an automatic qualifier for you to be on a show. It really is like believing that just because you're a woman that you automatically should be a housewife. No. Just because you're a woman does not mean that you should automatically be on the Real Housewives of Potomac or Beverly Hills or, whatever. Just because Sweet Tea is married to a doctor does not mean that she should just be on Married to Medicine. No. Sweet Tea does not fit in with that group of women. She just does not. They don't even respect Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea shouldn't even want to be around them. They don't respect her and they make fun of her. It's no shade. Sweet Tea would be a better fit. This is going to come across as shady, but Sweet Tea would be a better fit to me like on like a Bell Collective. Like a Love and Marriage Huntsville. A Love and Marriage Mobile, is it Mobile or Mobile? Mobile, Alabama. That's what I see Sweet Tea more on. Sweet Tea does not fit in with Married to Medicine with Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, Toya. She just doesn't. As much as people want to make Sweet Tea happen, Sweet Tea is no. We're not making fetch happen with Sweet Tea. She not coming back. And for y'all, girl, let me shut up. And for y'all to even have thought that was gonna get rid of Quad for Sweet Tea, you can say what you want to say about Quad, but Quad has been on since season 1. Yeah, they played in Quad's face last season with bringing Sweet Tea on. Well, 2 seasons with bringing Sweet Tea on, right? But when it got hot in the kitchen, they made a decision, and the decision was Quad. Anyway, shout out to Quad, shout out to King. King, we tired. We don't want to see you in the comment section. It is what it is. Let it go. You and Quad broke up. Y'all had a good run, and Quad is just kept Quad. You better be happy you didn't have a baby by the motherfucker because he was already giving low key. Girl, let me shut up. I want my son to be. I'll give me a masculine child. Girl, I said, girl, you trying to have a baby and you want a son low key. Basically, you want a son who's straight, girl. But girl, you having a baby with a butch queen. Quad ain't nothing but a gay man. Again, not even a gay man, girl. Quad is like the over the top, like girl. Y'all see how Quad act. Quad is the like a queen like on steroids. Yeah, you talking about you want a girl. Even if your son is straight, girl, now I'm going off into a conversation. Even if you had a son and he was straight, girl, he damn sure not gonna be masculine. Not being raised by Quad. No shade. Girl, anyways, girl. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and move on. Speaking of people not being a good fit for reality shows, so I was on Twitter the other day, and someone put and this is no shade to the person. This is just their opinion. They put Jackie Christie, your services could save this franchise. And they were talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And then shout out to the diva Erica De Niro TV replied, "What strain of weed are you smoking and do they deliver?" Girl. And I think I replied in the comment section, y'all want Jackie Christie, who was fist fighting her daughter, girl, to be on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Like, y'all want Jackie Christie, who was fist fighting her daughter the last season of Basketball Wives, to go over to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with Sutton, Erica Jane, Kathy Hilton, girl, Dorette, girl, that's it, Erica Jane, Bose. Like, you want Jackie Christie, who fist fights her daughter, to be on the Real Housewives, and that's what I be talking about. Like, everybody is not meant for every show. Jackie was great for Basketball Wives. That does not mean that Jackie could transition to be on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. No, she could not save the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Those women wouldn't even want to film with a person like Jackie Christie. Jackie Christie gets into fist fights with her daughter. Okay? Who started it? That's not up for conversation. She was fighting her daughter on the last season of Basketball Wives, and y'all think that she gonna transition over to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with Kyle Richards, girl, Sutton Strack, Erica Jane, Dorit, Bose, and whoever other the white ladies are. Okay, Kathy Hilton. Even though quiet as this kept, girl, didn't Kathy ship off Paris or some shit? I never watched Paris's what is it called? Did she have like a documentary on YouTube? And didn't Kathy and Rick like ship her off somewhere, girl? I don't know. I don't know nothing about those Hiltons except they got a little bit of money. Okay, shout out to the money. I just want me a little piece. Ooh, I just want a little piece. Oh God, please just give me a little piece of money. I just want a little piece of money before I die. Okay, that's all. Just a little piece that I can live my life and be happy, and just I can pass on something to my nieces. That's it. Girl, that's all I want. That ain't a lot to ask for. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, but yeah, I think that we need to get out of the mindset of everybody is meant to be on every platform. Everybody can be on every show, because that's just not what it is. Sweet Tea can't be on Married to Medicine, and Jackie fucking for show can't be on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Absolutely not. Jackie could be on Basketball Wives. Okay. Jackie should start a little spin-off show with her and Doug. Other than that, anyways, let's move on. Speaking of Basketball Wives, Basketball Wives is actually canceled. Shawnee Henderson, she down here in Houston, being a first lady. Girl, now she making sure her skirts go below her knee, and girl, she wear pants all the time. What I tell you, baby, it's no. Let me shut up. I was about to go into a whole nother spiel. Let me shut up. Anyways, Basketball Wives is canceled. Let's go ahead and listen to what Shawnee had to say.
Hey everybody, I wanted to jump on here real quick before the news got out and people try to be messy and make this something that it's not. This is just called growth and, moving forward. I'm announcing today that Basketball Wives will not be returning. Since its launch in 2010, this franchise has been the defining part of my professional journey. What began as a vision to tell my story and stories of women like me grew into a cultural movement that created opportunity, sparked conversation, and honestly amplified voices that deserve to be heard. I'm so grateful to VH1, Truly Original, Shed Media, and BET for their partnership and belief in a show that left a long-lasting mark on entertainment. Most importantly, I'm thankful to the women who trusted me with their stories and the creatives in front of and behind the camera who helped bring this vision to life season after season. Growth requires evolution and knowing when to honor a chapter while preparing for what's next. While this journey is concluding, I'm actively developing new projects that align with my personal and professional purpose, continuing to create meaningful opportunities for women across media and business. Basketball Wives will always be a cherished part of my legacy and a foundation of my career as a producer. Thank you for your support from day one, and I look forward to this next season of leadership, creativity, and expansion, and sharing it with you.
That was cute. That was a cute little send off. You know, I hate that they had to go out the way they went out. I thought, I reviewed the last season of Basketball Wives, and I thought that shit that happened between Jackie and Chantel, and I do not like Chantel, so don't even get in my comment section. Um, Girl, I don't too much care for Jackie either, if we're gonna be honest. But uh I just thought that was trash. I thought it was trash. It hurt my heart. It hurt my feel. Like, it really made me sad. Like, I'm not mad at anybody for not talking to their parents. Hell, even if you don't talk to your kids, it is what it is. But I think it's another thing to see like a mama and a daughter like fight like that. I was like, damn, like, again, it's one thing for you to be like, I'm estranged from my parents. I don't fool with them. It is what it is, right? Maybe we can come back one day and hopefully work some things out, maybe work some things out. But right now, it's just best that I had to cease communication. Like, it's one thing for you to take that route, but to like really like be on TV like fighting, like two bitches in the middle of the street who can't stand each other. I was like, what the fuck? This shit is insane. I don't have I seen some shit like that before? At least not on TV. Maybe I haven't, I just don't remember. But yeah, I think that they went out on a bad note, if you ask me. I think the shit between Jackie and Chantel, I think that was seemed too much. And I hate that had to be the last season. Basketball Wives was a show. It definitely had its good, but when it was bad, it was bad. From I don't give a fuck what nobody say. From the colorism that OG experienced down there, that was really a season where I was like, ooh, girl, locking that girl up in a room away from the cast at the reunion, and you got girl, and y'all know I used to go for Evelyn. You got hood rats like Evelyn who throwing bottles across the room, and girl patting her pussy and doing, girl, y'all know the shit Evelyn used to do. Okay, y'all ain't never locked her in no room. Anyways, but yeah, it is what it is. It's not coming back. It's sad they had to go out like that. I do believe that if a show, I wonder why shows don't try to go off on a high note. Like, I'm sure there has to be some type of scuttlebutt that's happening where, and then like the people who make the decisions, where they're like, okay, we probably gonna go 1 or 2 more seasons, then we're gonna cut it. You would think that they would say, you know what, let's try to make these last 2 seasons the best. Big drama, but more so about ending on like sisterhood. I think it would have been so amazing for Basketball Wives to end on a positive note, where it was more so of them, even though we may not see eye to eye, we went through this journey together. We're sisters. Like, I think it should have been more something like that. But no, y'all went out with a mom and a daughter fighting on TV. I just think that's a mess. A hot ass mess. But it is what it is. I hope that when the other shows start to go off air, they try to go out on a high note and don't let like the last horrible season be the series finale. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's horrible to me. Anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and move on. All right, y'all. So this is according to the Neighborhood Talk. Y'all surprised. Sherri Shepherd's daytime show, Sherri, reportedly canceled after 4 seasons. So neighbors, y'all surprised? According to Variety, Sherri has been canceled after 4 seasons. The outlet reports that Lionsgate producer Deb Mercury confirmed the show's ending despite it recently being greenlit for the 2025-2026 season. As you know, the show was broadcast on Fox television stations. The decision is driven by the evolving daytime television landscape and does not reflect on the strength of the show, its production, which has found strong creative momentum this season, or the incredibly talented Sherri Shepherd, Debmar Mercury co-presidents Ira Bernstein and Mort Marcus said in a joint statement. Sherri previously expressed gratitude after her show was picked up for a fourth season. I don't take it for granted that people welcome me into their homes daily, Shepherd said last year following the show's renewal. If you recall, the show originally hit TV screens after Sherri stepped in for Wendy Williams following the exit from the Wendy Williams show amid health concerns and a very public divorce in 2022. What are your thoughts on this? Well, I know my auntie Wendy somewhere, probably in a closet, girl, drinking. Girl, no shade.
We drinking strawberry and champagne. Hold on, let me get a strawberry. Let me get a strawberry. I love it. Drop me in my drink. I say, now we really drinking strawberries and champagne.
Baby. You know, my auntie probably got her vodka. Girl. Baby. Got her vodka, baby. Cussing Sherri out. Oh, thieving ass helper done stole my job. No, I'm just playing. I'm not mad at Sherri because I would have took the job too. Girl, I ain't steal your job. Girl, you couldn't do it no more. They offered it to me, so I took it. Anybody with a little bit of sense would have took that goddamn job. I know, like I said, I know I would have taken the job too.
I got to put it down a little bit. When we hug, I feel nothing but boob.
So I'm not mad at Sherri. I never watched her show. I didn't support not support her show. That came out the wrong way. I didn't watch her show. But I really don't watch talk shows like that. I'll say like in the last 10 years, the only talk show I really watched before she went off air was Wendy Williams. And even towards the end of Wendy Williams' show ending, I really wasn't even paying attention to her show. Back in the day, I was like an Oprah stan. And then before that, you know, younger, like Ricky Lake, Donahue, Sally Jesse Raphael, Montel. Like that was, I think a lot of us who are around the same age, though that was when the girls was, the girls really had the talk show game on lock. But now I don't pay attention to any of them. Kelly Clarkson, oh, she got canceled. Girl, Kelly got canceled. I'm not gonna say Kelly got canceled, but Kelly came out with a statement. Let me go to her page. I don't want to say she got canceled, but girl, okay, here we go. I have been extremely fortunate to work with such an outstanding group of people at the Kelly Clarkson show, both in Los Angeles and New York. Oh, excuse me. There have been many amazing moments and shows over these 7 seasons. I am forever grateful and honored to have worked alongside the greatest band and crew you could ever hope for. You could hope for. All the talent and inspiring people who have shared their time and lives with us. All the fans who have supported our show, and to NBC for always being such a supportive and incredible partner. Because of all of that, this is not an easy decision, but this season will be my last hosting the Kelly Clarkson show. Stepping away from the daily schedule will allow me to prioritize my kids, which feels necessary and right for this next chapter of our lives. I heard that Kelly didn't like being in New York either. This isn't goodbye. I'll still be making music, playing shows here and there, and you may catch me on The Voice from time to time. You never know where I might show up next, but for now, I want to thank you all so much for allowing our show to be a part of your lives and for believing in us and hanging with us for 7 incredible years. So yeah, Kelly is off the air too. Kelly's gone. I never watched Kelly. The only time I watch Kelly is I would just log on to YouTube and watch her sing, baby. That's a singing ass white bitch. Y'all know I did not play about Kelly, baby. She going back to Vegas. I think this summer, and I'm going to see Kelly. I've been trying to see Kelly, girl, in Vegas for the last couple of years. I went down there to see her. This was around before my grandmother passed away. And I couldn't go because my nerves was all bad. So yeah, but I'm definitely going when that bitch go back in Vegas this summer. She has a Las Vegas residency. That's a white bitch who gonna get some of my coin. Okay, Kelly get some of my coin, baby. So when y'all see me down here making 4 and 5 videos a day, please watch the videos. Cause baby, I gotta go see Miss Kelly. And one of my friends went and he said Kelly girl sings down. Well, we already know that. Girl. But he went and saw Kelly and he was like, baby, Miss Kelly turns the mic up. I said, I know that bitch do. I know that bitch do. Baby, Kelly, baby, that's the bitch right there. Now, Kelly Clarkson, let me tell you something about that bitch. Kelly is the bitch I'm putting on stage with anybody. She might not win. Some of them girls she gonna whoop though. When I say I'm talking put on stage, I'm talking about singing. She might not win, but I'm telling y'all, she gonna have these girls shaking in their boots. Girl, I'm putting her on the stage. Them girls are gonna be scared. They're gonna be like, girl, here come this white bitch. Here come this singing white bitch. Yep, here come Kelly. Y'all better go in the back. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Y'all better go back in the back and practice. Because baby, Miss Thing is about to come wear the mic out. Kelly and Celine. Put them right on stage. Right on stage for everybody else. Put them on there. Put them up there. Put them up there with the Tamias and the Deborah Coxes and the Beyoncés and the Fantasias and the Jasmines. Put them up there. Put them up there. Okay? Because them girls about to sing Boots. Right. Shout out to Kelly. That's my girl, baby. That's my girl. I love me some Kelly Clarkson. Anyways, but yeah, I'm not mad at the girls. You know, I never really watched Kelly Clarkson's show. Just watched her sing on YouTube. Never really watched Tamron Hall's show. I just don't watch the talk shows. They don't really, you know, all the person I was really into, you know, as of before she went off the air. And like I said, even then I kind of like tuned out was Wendy Williams. Past that, the talk show stuff is just really not. And then there's nobody who I really found interesting. Even though I will say, I do think it's important for it to be like black talk show host. Because we just need black talk show hosts. So I think doesn't Karamo have a show? Karamo is still around. Jennifer Hudson. So now they got rid of Kelly. Well, not Kelly. Kelly ain't black. Who they get rid of? Sherri. Who else? Oh yeah, Sherri. Anyways. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.